Growing up without a dad was tough. I think I just felt misplaced in general. I grew up in Newark, New Jersey. Grew up in a single parent household. It was just always me, my mom, and my sister. Until this day, I have very eclectic interests, right? Like I like sports, I like music, I like art, I like history. There's a lot of different things that make up who I am. And when you like those things at a very young age, sometimes other kids can't always understand. Often as humans, what I think we tend to do is when we don't understand something, we try to diminish it or ridicule it or make fun of it. And that was really rough growing up. It was really rough to sort of find your sense of self. My mom wanted to place me in an environment where those things were cherished and appreciated and respected and not ridiculed or made fun of. I think I just felt misplaced in general.
For me, it was personal because at the age of 3, my parents divorced and my father passed away shortly after that, and I really didn't have a father figure. So at the age of 12, I walked to a tennis academy in town in upstate New York where I was from, and I met my lifelong mentor, and he took me into his family.
I remember just walking through the doors for the first time and seeing the game room and just seeing all of these kids just having fun, and I'm just like, oh, this is the coolest place in the world. I never want to go home.
And so when Daquan walked through the doors of the club, I gotta help Daquan, I gotta help this kid. Daquan and my son have been brothers ever since that day. From then on out, it was like every weekend Daquan was at my house. He became my third child.
Some of the kids that were in the building weren't exactly the kindest to me. And I remember he noticed that I was off by myself and he started talking to me and just getting to know me and everything. From the moment I first had a conversation with him, it just felt natural. There was just an unbreakable bond that was formed between us. And I am grateful for that every single day of my life. He's more than a mentor, he's like a father to me.
Having Daquan see me as that father figure, I don't think there's any professional accomplishment that tops that.
So I remember in the scope of all the wacky ideas I've had, I was like, I want to sing the national anthem at a sports game. And then it happened. They do the announcement of, please stand and remove your hats for the national anthem as Daquan Foster from the Boys and Girls Club of Newark. And people just start going nuts. I made sure I looked for him in the crowd and I found him. And he doesn't know that. But there was a sense of safety and comfort and this overwhelming moment of just joy. Because this guy who has dedicated his entire life to helping people, who took a chance on me, believed in me enough to get me to that moment. And it's something I'll never forget.
He crushed it. I mean, he went out there and, center court, and he did his thing. So it validates the work that we do at the Boys and Girls Club because it's saying we are providing young people with opportunities that they would never get to have on their own if not for the Boys and Girls Club.
They let us have this freedom of expression, this freedom of forming camaraderie and friendships, and very much put a lot of the responsibility and onus of being great in our hands. The things that I was learning on a day-to-day basis, I didn't realize I was going to take with me for the rest of my life. I'm proud that I can be an example to so many other kids. I can be an example for my community. I can be an example for the Boys and Girls Club.
You should support Boys and Girls Clubs of Newark because kids deserve that opportunity to have that one person that they can run to in their time of need. And that's what your investment does.
The Boys and Girls Club in Newark believed in me enough to be great, and I try to strive and live up to that greatness every day.